The Rise of Skywalker and its teaser trailer made its debut over at Star Wars Celebration Chicago over 3 weeks ago, and ever since then, a lot of people have been very eager to see more footage about the upcoming final installment of the sequel trilogy and the Skywalker saga by director J.J. Abrams. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, one great thing about Episode 9 is that we do know that this movie is going to be used as a course correction by Disney and Lucasfilm, and that they will be preparing a new teaser and/or new trailer over at San Diego Comic-Con come this July, and they're aiming for July 19th of this year in order to show us new footage of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to some of the shot descriptions of the upcoming trailer, this is where things begin to get very exciting of what's to come in the near future. Now, specifically, shot descriptions consisting of a shot of Kylo Ren leading his Knights of Ren across some bridge that leads to a large castle structure. It said that Kylo has his mask off in the sequence and that there is a shot of the castle with multiple lightning strikes in the background, however no rain. The next involves a sequence with Rey with her on a speeder toward a group of jump troopers that are chasing Poe and Finn, where Rey is able to ignite her lightsaber with one hand while operating the speeder, where the jump troopers begin to fire at her as she deflects the blast, which eventually leads to a sequence of her jumping off the speeder and landing on the desert ground. It said that Mark Hamill will be providing lines of dialogue as Luke Skywalker for the final cut of the new trailer, once he wraps voiceover work for Child's Play later this month of May. Others include shots of Rey wielding her lightsaber ignited in a standoff with Kylo Ren with all 6 Knights of Ren behind him on a desert world, where it said that Poe, Finn, Jannah, and Dominic Monaghan's character steps in behind Rey to go up against the Knights. Lastly, descriptions of Rey, Finn, Poe, C-3PO, and Dio climbing up a large hill where a forest can be seen in the background, where one shot describes Rey using a rope of some kind to slide down a cliff toward the water. So I really want to go over a couple of parts about this. Now, I want to go over the last piece because a lot of people have been trying to figure out exactly what world are they on at the very end of the first teaser trailer that's going to be further explored in the upcoming footage this July for Episode 9. Is it Endor? Is it a different forest moon? Or could it very well be a new planet entirely that the Death Star 2 wreckage has landed on? Now, in case you guys did not know, the forest moon of Endor actually does in fact have 8% water. So there's a great chance that this could very well be one of the small oceans that are actually on the forest moon of Endor. Now, what I really want to go over though is how there is described to be a forest in the background as both Rey, Poe, Finn, 3PO, and of course Dio and Chewbacca are actually climbing up this hill. And this hill, what's really intriguing about this hill is that in the background it describes a forest. So obviously Endor has many different forests, and they actually shot that over in the Redwoods over in California back in the 1980s. So this could very well be Endor or a forest moon that is just like it. Now, the other piece that I do want to go over involves the black, or should I say the dark spire, alright? I keep getting that mixed up with Black Spire over at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. But the Dark Spire is going to be a main location in The Rise of Skywalker. Now, the Dark Spire, alright, this is of course the same exact castle structure, one of which goes over Kylo Ren and the Knights of Ren, heading towards this castle where Kylo Ren's helmet is described to be off in this sequence. Now, the reason why it's off, in case you guys did not know, is that this castle is the location in which they find the Forger. Now, the Forger is that creature. It's described to be a monkey-like creature with fur all over him, wearing a actual certain suit and a helmet, and uses a cane, and is the one responsible who actually designs Kylo Ren and the Knights of Ren's helmets, where they take off in order to get more help. Now, like I say, the desert world is going to play a major role in this movie as well. We're still not quite sure if it's Tatooine, Jakku, or maybe even a brand new planet entirely. But one thing I will say is this is where things get very interesting between both Rey and Kylo Ren and the new characters, is that one of which actually goes over Rey and Kylo Ren in a standoff, where Kylo Ren is actually described to have all the Knights of Ren behind him, where Jannah, Poe, Finn, and Dominic Monaghan's character eventually back Rey up in order to go up against the Knights of Ren. So in case you guys did not know, the Knights of Ren carry all these different types of weapons like axes, spears, these large blaster rifles. In case you guys did not know, there are 2 Knights of Ren that carry large blaster rifles that are going to be something that we have never seen in a Star Wars film before. They're actually labeled as a duo, so they actually act together, these 2 Knights of Ren that go up against, the Resistance and some of the Resistance fighters like Jannah and Dominic Monaghan's character, whatever have you. Now, what I find interesting about this, though, guys, is that Mark Hamill was actually all set in order to provide new dialogue for the upcoming footage as Luke Skywalker after he's all done with Child's Play. Alright, the upcoming Chucky film this June. He's almost done with this. He's going to finish, this by the end of May. And once he's done with that, he'll actually provide voiceover work. So anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.